quality of the human experience, and then went on to show us.
Well, as you can see, there's I don't know what bird that was, but that was a massive bird. Hell's bells, I've never seen a bird that size before in Ireland. As a matter of fact, compared to what I'm used to, there's very little wildlife here. But I suppose you just got to look for it. But that was a big brown thing. I've got no idea what that was. Maybe an owl, I don't know. I didn't get a very good look at it. But that really was something. If you look at what the sunrise is like over there, guys, it's quite amazing. You don't get this often in Ireland. Not even a little bit. It's just been nice weather lately, a little bit overcast, and it's really something. It's so nice. Ireland's a lovely country as it is, a really beautiful place. But when it rains, it sort of puts a damper on things. It's like so depressing. But when it's days like today, even though it's only 5 degrees currently again, the temperature is starting to rise. I'm not sure what the maximums are going to be today. But it really becomes actually very pleasant. A couple of sheep in the field there eating. Sheep farmer, presume. Not sure if it's for slaughter or if it's just for the coats. There's another can, ka-ching. That's why I'm convinced if I really put an effort to it, I can pay by just picking up cans and these bottles that I see lying around. It's not just here, it's everywhere. It's actually strange that people throw that away. 15 cents, you collect enough of those things, and it's quite a big chunk off your grocery bill, or if you save it like we're doing and putting into another bottle, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's what it's like. It's every time I ride past one, that's what I think. It's 15 cents, 15 cents, 15 cents. And that's for a little 250 milliliter or 500 mil. That's 15 cents. And then you get the big 1 liter bottles and 2 liter bottles and such like. Those things are like 25 cents a pop. And it doesn't sound like a lot of money. And when you think of it, I've got to collect 10 cans, is only 100 and it's €1.50. But it's €1.50 closer to my dream. And I've got a goal, and I really want to start early next year, March. I need to start my trip over Europe so I can at least get, across Ireland, through Ireland, through the UK, over into mainland Europe, across over to Poland. Hopefully I can go into Ukraine. I'm going to take a chance, just go and chat to a couple of people there, see what it's like, how people are handling the war. That's just something I want to do. Then I want to come back, and I'm not quite sure of the exact route yet. I've ordered some maps and things off Amazon. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I don't know when they're going to arrive. I actually ordered 4 maps, different types of maps. And the one map they said to me will only be arriving in November. Like, what the hell? Good gracious. Now I've got 2 lorries trying to overtake each other here, and it's quite a joke on its own, because they're basically riding the same speed, and it's like weird. But there you go, he goes in now, and it just meshes up everything on the highway, especially going to work. The roads are still pretty quiet, so it's okay. That's my car telling me I'm breaking the speed limit again when I'm actually not. This thing just totally dumb. Ka-ching! There's another bottle. Hectic. A lot of bottles. Ka-ching! Another one. Ka-ching! Another one. And that's 15 cents every time. And I'm just looking at it, and it's just absurd. Sometimes I do pick up a can, or I get a can, I'll see a can, ka-ching, another one, and it's actually, you can't recycle those, but I pick them up anyway. I'm going to do all sorts of picking up. So I pick it up anyway, and I take it and I just get rid of it in the recycle bin and that sort of thing, because those cold drinks or whatever waters, they weren't bought here in Ireland. Could have probably come from the north or something like that, because people do they go there, and I don't know why. Maybe it's cheaper there. I've never been to Northern Ireland yet. Kaching, another one, and they bring it in, but you can't cash those cans in here. It's only cans that are bought in Ireland. They got a special marking, and I can show you that later when I'm not driving, or when I get a couple of cans. Yep, going out of my lane while talking. And yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, really, I just don't understand it. And you know what I've noticed driving past and just having a look at the cans? The culprits that are littering the streets and throwing their stuff out of their car windows, because obviously they're throwing their cans and their bottles out of the window. Who knows what else they're throwing? And I mean, it's actually disgusting, because Ireland is really a beautiful place, and it's quite clean. So now you've got these people driving down the road, having a beer or whatever they're doing, because you see beer cans too, and bottles and all of that nice to have crap. You see that as well. And it's just, they throw these things out the window. Just put it in your car, get a bag, put it in your car, you go to the shop, go home, collect all your bottles together, and there you go. But I mean, like I'm saying, the culprits, the people that are doing this, they're all these majority of the cans and stuff that you pick up, or what I'm going to pick up there, energy drink, ka-ching, Red Bull, ka-ching. It's crazy, and what the hell, guys? It's just weird. I mean, why? Why on earth do they do that? I've got no idea. Papers, but it's not all over the show. It's not like you'll see in certain parts of the world where it's just papers lying all over the show, and bottles and plastic bags. It's every now and then. But I mean, I'm driving 106 kilometers an hour right now, so it's just that I'm explaining. Ka-ching, another one. Ka-ching, another one. I mean, hectic. That is a lot of... I mean, ka-ching, another one. Good gracious me. So if I get up early tomorrow morning, because on a Saturday morning, if I get up early in the morning, believe me, the highway is dead. And come along and I'll pick up all these cans here. I'll make a couple of euro. I'm quite sure I'll make close to 8-9 euro. I don't know. You can have a look. But it's not just here. You walk down on the beach. The beach is about 6-7 kilometers from us. I'm not even sure. I can measure it. But it's pretty close. I've actually walked that distance before. And go and have a look on the beach. I've seen cans and bottles lying all over the show. People just throw it into the bush. And the sad part of that is all of that plastic and crap that ends up going into the sea, joins the rest of the plastic that's floating around the sea. The sea creatures get hold of it, they eat it, and it definitely harms the environment, without a doubt. And I mean, so it's just crazy. I mean, are people just lazy to stand in the queue, or that they think they're too important to go and cash in these bottles? I've never really stood in a big queue. Maybe one or two people in the shop we go to, ka-ching, another one, we go to, it's just that it's not a big queue. You wait about 5 minutes, the longest, if that. Look, often the machines get full and then they have to come empty them out, and then but what you do if that happens, and because that could take a while, they don't come straight away like to fix it. They come when they can. I mean, labour's expensive here, I'm quite sure, so they don't have spare people walking around the shops just to go and empty the machine or to do whatever they need to do to get rid of those bottles that have stocked there. But then you just go down the road to Tesco or to Super Value, to Dunn's, whatever, and you get the you'll find a machine there. These things are all over the show. It's not like there's any shortage of it, that you're going to end up having all these bottles lying around your house. Because one thing about Ireland, space is scarce. Houses aren't very big. You don't have much space. The houses are kind of tiny. They're cozy. Ka-ching, another one. Ka-ching, I don't know. I just seem to be smart. I've never really taken notice what I'm doing today. Ka-ching, another one. I really haven't. Ka-ching, another one. No, I definitely need to come down here. Ka-ching, another one. I think I'm going to make a fair amount of money here coming down this road if I have to. It's going to take a while because I've got to go crawling speed. I literally might as well walk it, but good gracious, that's a lot of bottles. And we're looking, I've got 24 kilometers to go from 70, so it gives you an idea that's how far I've driven, and I'm shocked at the amount of cans and bottles and things I've seen lying around. Look, I could be mistaken because I'm driving 120, 106 kilometers an hour. And when you see it in the grass on the side, I've just seen one there. It also could be a cup, a coffee cup. They stop at but you can spot a Coke. You can see what's a Coke bottle quite easily, or a Coke can, or a Red Bull can. I mean, you can't miss the Red Bull cans, but especially the dark blue ones, the blue-coloured ones. And these little energy drinks with the orange sticker, I don't even know what they're called. I don't personally drink energy drinks. I don't like them. But yes, there's just a hell of a lot of them. And I'm surprised people don't do this more often. I know in the towns, I've seen people walking around putting their hands in dustbins, and trust me, that's not going to be what I'm doing. I don't want to put my hand in there and some sort of a creature, ka-ching, another one. Some sort of creature grabs my hand and then I've got problems, or you get this sickness that these, because of rats or rodents, like these people on the ship recently on the news that are dying and getting sick. I think it's 3 people dead now. A doctor's just been yesterday taken to hospital. Somebody else got sick, and a policeman got sick on the aeroplane sitting next to somebody. I'm not quite sure of the exact details, but no, that's not something you're going to want. But anyway, that's just the way it is. And that's just Ireland. Let's have a look here. That's still on the way. I'm about pretty close to work. As you can see, the roads are still not busy, but it's actually summer break. A lot of the schools are closed already. Just the leaving cert people, I think, or children are still at school. Some of the universities and colleges, they still currently open. There are a couple that have already closed, so it's very close to the summer break. Oh, they have a long summer break here, and it does definitely affect the traffic. The traffic has become a lot quieter, but if I leave home 5 minutes, 10 minutes later than I usually do, I usually leave home the latest 5:30. I know I get to work pretty early, but that's okay. I'd rather do that than get stuck in the traffic, because if I leave 5 to 10 minutes later, ka-ching, another bottle, ka-ching, definitely another can. If I get to work later, big problems. It's mushkila. I get to work so late, and the one thing I hate being is late. That's a cup. But you know what? When I walk around, and when I'm going to start walking around, I'm going to pick up with these little cups and crap, because that stuff, that definitely lands up in, the wind takes it, the crows come and take it, the seagulls could take it, gets dropped in the sea, makes them sick. I don't know why people do that. It's not that difficult. You don't have to throw your crap out onto the road. Why? I mean, you can see it's really a beautiful country. I mean, look at it today. You can actually see it. If you look, I mean, I know I'm filming through my car windscreen, but I can't sit and hold this thing. Hell, hectic. That will be a joke. I mean, you're not allowed to even hold. You'll get a fine and your license docked if you just drive a car, it's absurd. Well, it's not absurd, it's right, because not good. You can't drive and text. I hate it. If I don't have this thing on my radio, I wouldn't even answer my telephone. One thing I don't do anymore, trust me, I've learned my lesson, is on my phone and drive, because at my age, you'd be shocked how your concentration starts disappear. You don't have good concentration. It's like you're drunk, and when you look again, you're pulling either to the right or to the left or whatever. But it's quite hectic here. So, it's getting hot in this car. I've got the heater on because it was pretty cold this morning. Not cold, just let's call it fresh. Like I said, when I left home, it was 3 degrees. Now we're sitting on 6 degrees. Traveling, we're in a 100-kilometer zone, part of the highway. So things are going slowly. There's some old rubbish lying there that people have thrown. Like I say, it's not everywhere, but it is here and there, and it looks terrible. I don't know what that is. People just throw things around. Why? I've got no idea. I mean, Ireland is such a beautiful place, and the guards, or the police, that we call them the guards in Ireland. My experience with them is I don't know, they're very nice people. They're really good. I actually like the guards. I don't have a problem with them. I find them quite polite. I've never really come across any that are rude or obnoxious or seem to have a chip on the shoulder. That I haven't come across yet. I believe there are a couple of them like that, but I've never seen them, so I can't comment. My experience is with the police, or the guards as they call them. Yeah, they're very, very nice. They've got a tough job. They don't carry guns. And you've got these madmen and ladies and weirdos that are coming here and stabbing them and attacking them in the street. And it's just crazy. Especially in Dublin, which isn't very far from here. City centre is probably about 15, 20 kilos. Let me see, maybe must be a bit more. 24 kilos or so, ka-ching. That was a clear bottle, one of those energy drinks again. Ka-ching, old Coke, or whatever bottle, looked like a Coke bottle. And this is just going into work, guys. I mean, it's really fucking hectic. Excuse my language, I didn't mean to say that, but I mean, you look at these forests, they call them forests, or the countryside here. I can bet you all these places have got little walks and hiking trails and things like that, but they're not so little. You could walk for hours, but that's what they've got. This is where a lot of people and folks go. I'll show you a couple of these places, because we're gonna, now that it's going into summer, we're going to ka-ching, there's another bottle, hectic. And here's the big green bus. Let's pass him. Yep, there we go. And yeah, if you look ahead there, just in the distance, you can actually see there's they call it a mountain. Sugarloaf is the name of that mountain. And there's two of them that look very similar. There's one on this side here somewhere, Little Sugarloaf. And there it is. Can't even see it yet. There it is. You can see it over there. That's Little Sugarloaf. This was Big Sugarloaf. It's now on my left over here. And yeah, very beautiful. If you go to that other side of that hill, or even there's lovely little walkways. That's from Bray where I work. I work close to there, to the right, over there to the right. That's Little Sugarloaf. And there's lovely little places, little coffee shops, little restaurants, bars, that type of thing. On the beachfront, Bray beachfront is absolutely stunning. But you go to the Wicklow Mountains, which is to the right of me over here. You take off, there's a turn off, I'll show you now, where you take that off. I don't even know the names of the places, but that's where you go and take a right. There's beautiful nursery. It's on the way there, it's really stunning out there. It's on a really nice summer's day. You can have a nice little walk, and we're going to go and look there. And I wasn't looking out for cans, or I wasn't noticing it, but it's only recently that I've actually, when I started counting the cans, because I've been seeing there, but it's back on my mind, like, oh, there's a can, didn't worry, there's a bottle, didn't worry. But now I look out for these things. And like I say, I stopped counting at 110 cans and bottles the other day, and that was on the other side of the road over here. Just on the other side of the road there. And you work it out. That's a lot of money. But if I think I'm going to need 81,000, 85,000 cans, maybe a little bit more, just to pay for my bike, but that will pay like the majority of it. I've stopped smoking. That's off. The garage is full again. It's a strange garage. The parking there is just a nightmare. To get in, to even buy a cup of coffee, it used to be my, it still is. It is my favorite place. I'm not going to criticize them, but the people are very nice there. But you can't stop there anymore. There's just no space. They put these things, these plastic things in the road, like cone type stuff, and you just can't get in there. Yeah, it's awful. So I now don't stop there anymore. I mean, it's always full. So hopefully they're still doing well. But it used to be very, really. Now I'll stop on the way and go and grab a cup of coffee just down the road. Yeah. Oh no, look at all the rubbish there. That looks kind of bad. And yeah, you have a Greystones turn off. You can go into the country here, but there's a lot of things, a lot of hiking trails, a lot of things to do for free. In Dublin there's museums, there's some stunning museums. It's quite hectic. And that's where we're going to be going. And then, yeah, no, looks like a lot of paper's been thrown around here. And then there's that lad, he's picking up his friend. I see that van there all the time, unless I'm a little bit late, he leaves. This van parked here. Can't mention the company's name, but it's unfair. I need to pass this car because I've got to be taking my turn off here. To the right, to the left, other right. There you went now. Don't know my left and right. Maybe I should just pinch myself there or stab myself with a pen on my left hand, and then I won't forget which is my left side. Yeah, I reckon that might do the trick, but that won't be too cool. Panda. Oh, look there, another can. Hectic. Ka-ching. There's a big lorry behind me, so I can't really stop. Sad, because I would have liked to stop to pick up that can. And it would have been a joke. Let's have a look there. See, no, there's only one can lying here so far. Okay, not too bad. Well, there's somebody dropped their rubbish in the middle of the street. What the hell, guys? What the heck? I mean, that's totally disgusting. It's like rude. You see, I snoozed, I loosed. You snooze, you lose. Okay. Yesterday, I had seen some cans here. I don't see them at the moment. So somebody, obviously, because we're in a built-up area where people walk and there's obviously a lot of pedestrians, what can I say? They probably get picked up. But yes, the people do pick up the cans. I think I'm just going to get me a cup of coffee. Hectic. Let's get in here and have a look. Let's see if I can get a cup of coffee. The coffee's not too bad here at this cafe.